Oh, look, rest area. I think we have a couple.
That is
of
the one we want to go to, isn't it?
Yep.
We could go up to the fisherman's hut just because.
Nah.
But.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you know, to be fair to James, because he's not wrong, I'll go with this card. That gives you a pretty decent chance.
That does give me a good chance. That is very kind.
Oh.
All right.
Bonus step.
You arrive at the ramshackle hut that is above the water level. The place is full of nets, harpoons, and fishing equipment in poor condition. At first glance, the place looks abandoned. Maybe inside the hut there is something useful to you, but you better go in carefully.
So I can go in first to see if there are traps, but there's a chance that I'm just going to trigger a trap.
Yeah. But
Or we can just investigate.
I have a bad chance of
I'll
mucking
take
up
the
the
risk.
Okay.
Like let him do it. He's the rogue, man. Traps. Hey,
The
look,
skill. Bam.
Woo!
All right. You managed to deactivate the trap. The others are about to enter. An old harpoon falls off the wall. The noise brings unexpected company.
Oh no.
Why though?
Hey, look, a fight.
No.
I was going to avoid it.
But we could get things.
Yeah, but it's an extra fight.
Oh God,
That
what
is
is
a lot of hell.
going on?
What are all of you?
It's a boss fight of all things.
It's a hypno-crap. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Look,
Oh, yeah, the hypno.
You know what? It's fine.
Cue Hypnotoad.
just remember the time when I
The
said
big
that we were
guy's
gonna
weak
skip
to
it.
lightning and fire. And the eyeballs are weak to blunt. So it's fine.
Look, if James and I die, we probably will. You'll get to
No,
say
we're
I told
fine.
you so. Empirical evidence suggests otherwise.
There, how's that for a first turn?
Oh, you start with guard.
And enrage.
God dang it, the boss is gonna hit me with a net.
Them shackles.
Being the rogue just means I go last. That's not. That's not how that
first,
shit
you're last.
Do I shield charge him or do I barricade?
Oh, shield
I
charge
think
is
you
a lot of
barricade,
damage.
but
Barricade's the safe option.
Fine.
look, you don't want Joe to die right off the bat. Look at how squishy he is.
Well,
That's
but
true.
that more people dying gives me more "I told you so" fodder. Also, I'm sure this isn't the case for the people watching, but we are 5.5 hours into this recording session.
Yeah, we are.
This game goes, and since it's our first time, we're taking especially super long because of all the reading everything and checking
That's
out.
okay.
things and-
That just means that this gets to be split up into more videos.
That's the truth. If you're watching
gets us
this
ahead of
now,
the
this
game.
is in at least 2 weeks of week 2 of the content.
The encyclopedia. Ooh. I also saw that ray of frost.
That ray of frost is
Yeah.
still spicy. Don't forget the cold spark first if you're gonna.
Yep.
Yep. But if you do, you can't ray, which is sad. But I think
That's
getting
fair.
yourself
I think
set
I'm
up with the encyclopedia is a goal too.
That's how I feel, yeah.
So let's take a look.
It's in that book.
This is encyclopedia.
That flash freeze is a hilarious armor card.
Dispel burn, grant a bunch of armor and shielding, apply chill, and was that marked?
Paralyzed.
No, that's paralyze. Oh, so you stop someone from taking a turn in order to tank them up hard.
Oh, so you
I
can,
use it.
or you can use it
Interesting.
offensively to just be like, you don't get a turn.
Yeah.
And it's
At
like,
the
yeah,
cost
it
of
gives
some
you
armor.
block, but it also applies a bunch of chill.
Yeah.
I don't know what I take here. I'm thinking maybe
See,
like flash freeze as like an well, I don't know.
Flash freeze could be good offensively or defensively. Icy veins could be good if someone gets stuck with bleed. Fireball is just a crazy amount of damage. Frost Nova is a
I'm taking
crazy amount of
Fireball.
damage.
And yeah, I'll take
Clear
Fireball,
instructions. Clear instructions we don't know, but could be helpful.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take those.
Okay. Well,
I am so dazed.
that's fine. That just means I'm gonna get the 2 turns.
I am weak and
Oh.
insane.
In the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Wow, weak sucks. Damage and healing.
Yeah.
minus
Yeah.
50%.
But look, Scott drew a dispel.
Yeah.
I don't like the inflection with which you use that.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh, there's another fishing net. God dang it. He's ready.
Yeah, that would. Oh, that's.
Yeah,
oh,
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Just oh, please.
Yeah. But that means that fishing net's gonna go to Lee this time.
That's fine, probably.
That typhoon's
Dude,
gonna hurt, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I'm hoping that you draw. You did.
Just-
He's gonna
Yeah,
he's gonna
deal
dispel that, sadly.
8 slashing, 6 frost, apply 4 bleed, 4 chill, 4 wet, repeat 1. Ugh.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit us all for what? 14 times 2, so 28 damage, and apply 8, 8, and 8. Well, it's gonna hurt.
Well, actually, because the cold happens as well, it's actually going to do an extra 4
Oh,
damage
that'll do a
the
little bit
second
more,
round.
right?
Stay here. This is the nightmares of the sea.
Ow. It's fine. Everything is fine.
I dispel it all. It's fine.
That's true. Joe does dispel all of his frost each turn because
Oh,
of that
screw
button.
you.
And then he became weak.
Yeah.
Aw.
You are.
I think it's still
the-
Icicle Barrage at least. Yeah, the weakness unfortunately sucks, but even weak, you are still doing decent damage. Okay, I know that we're technically supposed to burn down the boss quickly, but I think those Hypno Crabs have got to go.
Yeah, they really do.
Alright, double turn!
Man, I'm feeling real vindicated.
Just you wait.
Trying to decide if you need to slow him.
Yeah. Oh, watch this, watch this. Poisonous blood. And then, boom.
That is 22 poison.
Not terrible. Then you can do it some more.
Yeah.
I won't be going for another 12 years.
I
Which
think
is
it's just
highly
better to put
unfortunate.
this over here still.
Poison, poison,
Yeah.
poison, poison.
Yep.
Hello, sir. Would you like some poison?
Also, is that
really
boss
should
just
be.
not getting poisoned? Like, you just did a
Yeah.
poison rain and he has no poison.
Doesn't say they're immune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, that poisoned him.
He must have had
Maybe-
a thing on.
Yeah, he probably had a, whatchamacallit.
Good old whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Let's start stacking these up here, I think. because he's got a lot.
Yeah,
to go
stacking
through.
poison on the boss is good, and then we can use direct damage to kill the crabs.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
I don't appreciate these things that you do.
Scott, I think you need more dispels.
Yeah, you did not draw
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, I do.
More dispels and more heals. What you doing over there, Scott?
Smiting.
I like it. So he'll be dead at the end of his turn if Joe doesn't kill him first. Or if they don't somehow heal each other.
Which is possible.
Ow. Yeah, I really could use like an AoE dispel.
That would be nice.
/ AoE heal / AoE murder everybody spell.
I mean, all those things together would be nice.
Firing at random.
You know what?
I
I'm
am
okay with
the charm
that.
with
Yeah,
5 mana.
that's fine.
Okay, everything is fine.
Riley, it's finally your turn.
Hooray. I do have a fortify. So just
You guys beat the crap out of him. Ah.
Ah!
Boo.
And intercept yourself
yeah.
just for the block.
It's like on the one hand, ow. On the other hand, I feel like we're okay.
I
That
didn't want to
worked out.
deal with them.
Yeah, and now without the crabs, like, there's a lot less nonsense going on.
Just as long as he doesn't summon more.
Well, he's
Yeah.
about to...
He's about to do
15
some
to the front
things.
hero.
Hold on.
And purge block. Oh, he can purge your block.
And he's
That-
gonna
Hey,
summon
look
2
at
different
that.
crabs.
Oh, great.
Great.
Just what I wanted.
Here.
But again,
Scott,
as long as you can keep stacking... Oh, jeez. Honestly, I just don't want that.
You want to?
That's fair.
Well, yeah.
I'm only keeping the Holy Ripple because he's gonna summon crabs, so...
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, that energy will be more suited next turn.
Yeah.
Ow.
Because I'm weak right now, so it'll only do 6 damage. Ugh.
Those things are way too tanky for him to be just summoning more of them. Like, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Now I wonder if it's a trigger where he does it when they're both dead. So what if we like kill one and then sit on it? I guess if we can. Still try to focus him down, but
Oh, there's
at
so
least dealing
much
with
to
one is better than
dispel,
2.
Yeah.
but 23 bleed.
Yeah,
That's
23 bleed's
That's
not
a
good.
big one.
Phew, that's a strong smite there.
Screw you.
Just keep on keeping on.
We got this.
Feel more confident about it than last match.
Yeah,
I feel less confident.
I feel
Oh
more
my.
confident. Ooh, the winter orb is not. Oh, Joe's got a lot of energy this turn too. Oh, and you got that squall if you wanted to be super spicy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who I want to Elemental Ward.
Mm,
Unless I'm just going to Elemental Ward myself, believe it or not. There's so many spicy options here.
yeah, you've got some options.
But which will you choose?
The fireball is pretty good too. Boom. And yeah, charge battery, electricity.
I wish I could get the chain lightning.
Yeah, but the charge battery still sets you up good for next turn.
It does.
Hey, I get a turn.
Yeah, you do. And you won't get a double turn, but you'll go between the eyes.
I can hit him right between the eyes.
For what it's worth, the middle one is the one that's going at speed 14.
No, the front one is.
Uh,
Yeah,
No.
the front one is 14.
oh.
You are correct.
Oh, that's weird.
Uh-huh.
I was
It's
hovering
because-
over the tiles up top, and it darkens the one that is the one that is, which seems backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, and you still go before both of them anyway. That's good.
Yay for chill stacks.
Honestly, I think you just tank up. It's
Yeah.
like, I know you don't have Fortify going, but all that thorns and all that block, that's good. He's freaking
Oh,
hypnotized.
Oh,
and
the
then he
purge,
just
the purge
freaking-
armor. That's right.
That's
Oh,
dumb. Oh god,
boy.
everything sucks.
Is everyone still confident?
Yep,
Yeah.
everything's fine. Nothing bad ever happened.
Okay,
Just
just checking.
do that.
It's like we've got him almost halfway dead.
That. Oh, what's the bigger dispel here? I think enabling the 25 bleed is insane. But if I don't dispel Joe, he's crippled so bad.
His
Yeah,
damage is
I'm-
really low.
50% less damage and one more cost to all of his cards.
And the,
Yeah, I
and the
know.
bleeding is not insubstantial either.
It's 25 bleed, which is
And
insane.
actually, Scott, you unfortunately have to dispel my bleed because I'm going to take 25 damage on this next turn and then go next and take another
Oh
20.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
And I've got 50 hit points. That's super unfortunate because I actually was in agreement with you that getting rid of Joe's been really helpful. Ugh.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't have any really good options. Unfortunately, I dispelled all my colds, so
Yeah.
crossover would have been nice, but
The necrotic should be okay.
Yeah, the Chronicle will still be good. Do you ignore the Frost Nova then and set up with other things? To just put more things in your discard? Well, you don't even necessarily have to just ignore the Frost Nova.
yeah, I think I'm still doing crossover because otherwise I'm just doing charge battery, fire blast, and charge battery is nice, but I can do more
That's a
damage
good
with Frost
point.
Nova, set up more, and
Yeah,
necrotic
that's true.
buffs.
So Frost Nova, Fire Blast, Necrotic.
Yep.
Boom. All right, that's one Shadow Charge.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Blade Dance. That's nice. Ooh, this is actually going to be helpful here. You. I wish I could. I knew the order of these two. Oh, that should be okay. Let's find out. Hunter's Mark. Toxic Rain. Toxic Rain. Deflect. Of course. Oh, but this should still do that. And then I could... Nah, just
Just do what you
keep
can.
working on that.
Do what you must because
All
you
right.
can.
And then... Yep, that'll be fine, because I'll gain that back.
Now you're playing with poison.
How am I getting another turn before Scott?
Yeah, but you don't have the weak this time, at least.
Yeah. The insane still hurts, but... And of course the cold snap draws up now while he has no discard pile.
Yep, that's how it works.
Yeah.
But it makes it cost 2... Oh, dang it. Because of the insane, that's not good enough.
Nope.
Because it's like Frostbolt, Cold Snap, Frostbolt, but nope, not quite enough energy for
I
that.
mean, you could just charge battery to kill the front crab, and then
Yeah.
save your energy for when you're not insane. Although you might still be insane again next turn, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think killing the one and then waiting to kill the second one if we can.
okay.
It just sucks like not doing anything for your turn.
No, it definitely sucks, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Holy Ripple is still here, but
Yeah, but I think I'd rather heal and
rather do a
Sunbeam.
heal. Yeah, that's true. And then just nuke down the big boy.
I could kill the crab, or I could.
I say don't kill
If
the
you
crab.
kill the crab,
Yeah, if
it
you-
gives
yeah,
you
if-
summon more.
Then
Which, well, on the one hand, yes, that's bad. On the other hand, that does change one of the things that he does, right? Is him summoning 2 more eyes worse than him doing, say,
Considering-
another typhoon?
Considering
Yes.
the number of attacks it takes us to kill the crabs, I think summoning
Probably.
the crabs is worse than him
Probably.
doing an attack.
Yeah, they soak up too much damage and they inflict all these ailments that basically make me miss turns. Like, yeah.
And Joe is once again
Yeah.
going to go before me, so I can't do anything about all that.
Of course, I've got a shackle, so I'm not going until after he does. And the intercept doesn't cost anything, but it does matter for you. Though.
yeah, I was gonna say I had.
Except
Of
unless he
course
does
he
that.
hurts.
Well, never mind.
And then that slowed us, so now the brain does his thing.
I'm fine,
This is-
everybody.
This is obnoxious.
Everybody, I'm fine.
Everything
We're
is
all fine.
awesome. Shackle, bleed.
I'm gonna ask you once again to please remove my. Thank you.
When you say once again, like I had a choice last time.
I know. It's just like.
It's like I'm doing the best
Yeah,
I
keep-
can.
Do it better.
It's
I need to heal everybody, and I can't.
you do, so and there's no wrong choice here.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked. Triad.
You did it, Scott.
Got healed a lot in one turn.
See if I can
Well,
nuke
look,
this
we're
guy down,
about
maybe.
to get 4 or 5
Oh.
attacks in a row.
Oh my.
kill that boy. Kill him
Yeah,
hard.
come on, Joe.
Yeah.
End
Yeah.
his life.
Yes.
I'm a little nervous about
Yeah.
that hitting that guy.
At this
That's
point, whatever.
That's
fine.
okay at this point. At this point, it's okay.
All right. Yeah.
We're gonna
fine.
go
so-
before. Yeah, we're done. We did this, and Lee gets to hopefully get the kill. If not, I can definitely handle it. See, we're fine.
And
We're
it
gonna
was
get cool
so
stuff.
satisfactory.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I won't be able to kill him.
And nobody died.
Right. Nobody did die this time.
But Lee, I
Um,
think, still gets to do the told you so because
Oh, I
no.
absolutely. Phil
Let's
have
wait to
told
see
you
what
so.
let's wait to see what the rewards are. No, I don't need that.
Just
this is-
murder.
Boom.
We got an
Oh,
achievement.
that was an achievement.
An achievement.
I kind of want the binding heal.
No, it's fine.
Shards
Take-
it is.
Taking the shards.
But it's not an upgraded binding heal. Screw it. It's just
Shards.
After defeating Rodogor, a drowned giant who lived isolated in the northeast of the marsh, you look around to see if he had anything of value. Inside his hut, you only see a chest that catches your attention, and nothing else seems to stand out.
ooh, we got supplies.
Yeah.
Supplies is actually really good because again, that's meta progression.
Open the chest, and inside you find a lot of gold and some of the items that Rodegar had collected over time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's some cool things. Reduce the cost of a random skill in your hand by 1.
Huh.
Ooh, the golden
Ooh, that golden-
cross.
That golden cross is really strong, but you would lose your your personal regens.
Yeah, the personal regen thing going away kind of sucks, but I think it's kind of worth. Well, I don't know. I don't have that many smite spells though.
See, I need something better in my weapon slot, and the only 2 weapons here are the clearly Scott weapon and the clearly James weapon.
Well, the crossbow is all damage. To be fair, I know
Yeah.
you don't get the ranged attack bonus, but
The tainted rod seems kind of fun. Just gives you like a poisonous fish to toss at people.
I was like, I'm for some reason not allowed to click on that to see what the pufferfish is.
Yeah, because it's not your turn yet. It's kind of weird.
You're not allowed to know. It allows me to mouse over the handbook and the golden cross,
Yeah, likewise.
but that's it.
I kind of like
mean-
the hypno shell a little bit.
I was about to say, the Hypno Shell, I
Shell's
need
not bad.
resistances. I need some armor. The leather gloves are neat for me, but
But now
Like,
that you've
I'm
got
also-
the lava crystal, you don't need
Yeah.
the.
I mean, I don't need them as much, and this is just...
It is a lot of armor.
It's
Because
armor, it's
resistance
immunity
is-
to that
it's-
insane bullshit, and
That is true.
resistance to everything. At the same time, the tainted rod. Would anyone else take the tainted rod, or...
Without knowing what the pufferfish is, I couldn't tell you.
I think I might actually take it. Because, like, mana potion, extra mana every 3 turns is nice. But this is more health, which is more survivability, which is why we'd be taking the Hypno Shell for. And the
That's true.
pufferfish is just silly. It's a monster, it's a 0 cost, draw a card, deal 8 psychic damage, applies 7 poison, and target size 4 psychic damage. So it's just like a little extra damage. It's not like amazing, but it's fun.
If you're gonna do it, you should do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, Joe or Scott or James, everybody, but James in particular.
Hi.
Do you want the crank crossbow or do you want something else? Because
Sadly, the crank crossbow doesn't really help me as much anymore. Because my twin blades basically do the exact same thing, except it's for melee attacks. So I removed many of the ranged attacks already.
well, my current weapon is useless to me, and this is slightly better than useless to me. So I'll grab it if you don't need it.
Go for it. Scott, you were thinking the Hypno Shell?
I
mean, that's a flat upgrade for him.
Yeah, it's a flat upgrade for me. Like, I don't benefit from the charges anymore because I got rid of my barriers, but it would make me
Right.
immune to insane, and I'd get the 7% resistance. Otherwise, I think I'd just take gold, to be honest.
What about no golden cross? Or healer staff is better.
No, the golden cross is really
Actually-
good, but I don't know if it's as good for him as
Actually, I might take the raincoat now that I think about it.
the
'Cause
raincoat
I'd be
was.
immune to wet and
yeah.
get 15% to all resistances.
Yeah, how did I miss
Yeah,
that
the-
one? Yeah.
I'm personally between the hypno shell, the raincoat, and even the handbook for me, because I do have a decent number, and it's a little bit more HP. But I don't think I need the handbook. But raincoat or hypno shell, I think, is both pretty good. So, of the two, which are you more interested in, Scott? The raincoat or the hypno shell?
The raincoat for sure. And the hypno shell, you actually do get the bonus to block on your deflects at least.
Correct. Plus more resistance and an immunity to a damage type. And then we're gonna go to a campsite and heal.
Yeah, so it's fine.
It's totally fine.
Strange rock formations. You arrive at a place with some strange rock formations, and 3 of them catch your attention, although you do not know what their purpose is or if they are natural. Anyway, you're quite tired, and it's been a very long journey here. The obelisk is getting
That's
closer
true.
and closer. Everything's gone. You take an opportunity to rest and rest. Rest.
I have 50% chance of healing an injury.
Yeah, and injuries are bad. Like, James and I both have them.
And
Yes,
I
but
honestly
me and-
don't know.
But me and Scott don't. Think about that.
Let's go somewhere in the middle. Let's go. Well,
Nailed it.
Okay.
Well,
They did it.
Scott gets the pick.
All right. It's a healing
You
spell.
got the heal. Okay. Treat one injury and heal a bit.
And
One
remove
card
one
for free
card
from
for free
each
from each
hero.
hero.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Wow.
So you're welcome.
Okay, so everybody gets to get rid of one card. I'll get rid of my death's door.
ditto.
And that's still that even lets you the two of you getting to remove a card for free is still
That's not bad.
I'm honestly
if
not
it's
sure
not-
what I want to get rid of.
Thank
and you don't
Scott.
have to. Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to. Like my flashes, for example, like they're free, but they still take up space in my deck and they don't help me. I might just get rid of a flash. Like I really don't care about those.
Well, I got rid of mine.
Yeah. Rid of that. Can't do anything else here, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so that worked out pretty well.
Cool.
Oh, hey, we should do this.
That first reward is really, really good, but
I'm sorry.
do-
Every round, all monsters gain 13 stacks of immunity to a status effect.
so yeah, basically we can't debuff them at all ever, and they do more
get-
damage and have more
Yeah,
health.
Also, look at what the enemies are.
Yeah, I'm
Screw
super
that.
not happy about this.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We got cool shit. That one's got a heart. I want to beat that one.
All of them have lots of cold resist.
Here we go.
Why
Yeah.
are you guys faster than me? I don't like it.
At least the Shortbringer is right in front.
Yeah,
All right,
we need
well,
to
Lee, set
murder
up your
that
first
asshole.
turn.
Oh.
You get to set up your first turn real well.
I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like honestly, headbutt is the only thing you don't want there, right?
Yeah, and even then. Boop. Oh, nice. So that guy's still got to go, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, the zip zaps.
Oh man,
Zip, zap, zap, zap.
I'm mad.
Oh. Um. Nice. Look at you.
Doing things.
Plus, yeah, you can play everything. Just go nuts. Look at you. Tanks for
You have a
days.
little armor.
Thank you.
It's too bad they're all going to do
Okay,
Damage to all heroes.
Oh yeah. Hey Scott, your raincoat's doing real good for you here.
Ah, yeah, so it is.
Immune to wet.
It is.
You no longer
not,
have to.
It is not a coincidence that you get that in the swamp.
Scott is now no longer worried about being wet ever.
I think I dispel just because I can.
Sure, just get it set up early.
And then
Beam
Jets
him
keep
right in the
knocking him
sun.
praise the sun.
down. Just praise the sun.
Do you want to do
I
a
feel like I
setup
just
thing,
need
or
to,
do you
like,
want to just
start-
do a thing?
I feel like I just need to start doing a thing because
Just go
you
straight
don't
for the
have
intro
time
orb.
to set up. These guys are just gonna.
Yeah, go for it then.
When it is the one who had
That's
the
not bad.
immediate
Okay.
spark.
That's not bad at all. I like how a large portion of Joe's deck is just like, I don't know who I'm hitting, but I'm hitting hard and I'm hitting a lot.
All you need
Would
is big
you
numbers.
stop making me slow?
Go.
Normally, I'd say
Silence.
that's why you have the fortify, but I think one of them dispelled it.
Yep.
Scott, you are silenced.
That does seem like a bad
I
thing.
am silenced. That's not good.
Oh, and then they're all gonna do things.
Yep.
Oh. They're just so healy and tanky
Stop
while also
hurting
doing
me.
lots of damage. And
Yeah.
I'm silenced, so this is gonna be an awful turn. Yeah, I can't even cast any spells, so, you know. There's that.
Yeah, and you can play the Omen of Peril, but why?
I mean,
What?
I'm gonna do it anyway because it's gonna reduce the cost of a spell for the rest of the battle. So this benediction, that's free for the rest of the fight.
That's true.
Alright, you got a pufferfish.
I do got
Pufferfish. Wow, that pufferfish is strong.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
actually is pretty good.
That's dang good. Yeah, I still think we need to nuke that front guy if we can. Oh, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
I'm going
splash,
to.
right?
But I only have.
Yeah, that might be prudent.
The problem is he has 95% electrical resistance and 81, so I can't like do anything to the.
Oh,
front
of
guy.
course he's got 95% electrical resistance. Good lord. And yeah, an 81 cold. Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Well,
I think I'm just gonna chain lightning.
Yeah, you might as well.
chain lightning, yeah, back that way since it'll. Yep, do that.
Hey guys, I'm here too.
Yeah.
Can you kill that guy before it gets to turn off?
That did nothing.
Yeah, because they've all got the two in the back have been buffing the crap out of everybody. They all
Oh,
have
yeah.
buffer, they all have mitigate, they all have insulate. It's nuts.
Yeah, they're all taking less damage from all attacks. They're all ignoring harmful effects. That'll do good.
This is probably fine.
Alive!
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awful when you're part of this team because you stand next to people and they shock you.
That's how that song goes, right?
I'm pretty confident. Like it was on the weekly top 40 at one point.
Wow.
He's just straight up not
Just-
taking damage because of the mitigate. He would still
But
get the poison, but
Does mitigate drop each time he takes a hit, or just nope? Just every,
no.
It's just mitigate damage taken -2. It's just there.
You still apply the
Yeah.
poison.
It's just there.
You did it.
All right.
Prepare to die, me.
Oh, you've
There
died.
we go.
You've died, you. Oh, I might die. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Look, I will say that this is a roguelite, and it's, you know, I didn't even think we were going to make it past the first zone, so we've already done pretty well. And think of all the achievements we got and all the bosses we killed.
All the rewards we got for future upgrades.
Yeah, we actually did really, at least I feel we did really, really well for a first run.
We unlocked a character.
But we didn't win, which means that we lost.
Well, yes, but
Why do you play Nova Drift? You always lose
No,
Nova Drift. You literally
that's
can't
true.
win.
It's because I'm a loser.
Look, we're talking like it's over. It's not over. I can heal everyone back
Yeah,
to full,
it's not
right?
over. It's not over yet.
Everything is gonna be fine.
It's
No,
not just
Scott, you can't heal everyone up to full.
well,
No,
everyone's here.
It'll be enough. Everything will be fine.
The first match of this that I ever watched, they didn't even get to the first. Forget through the first boss. They didn't even get to the first boss. So we are far and away stronger than a first run has any business being.
Though I
Yeah.
also argue that like Scott has played this game, so at least he kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but knowledge isn't the thing. It's the meta progression. Like
yeah.
having extra. The biggest
Honestly,
thing,
yeah, kill
honestly,
him.
is being able to start the game with more money. Because
Yeah.
after each run, based on your score, you get a huge amount of gold and crystals to collect on your next run, and then you can use that to set up your starter deck pretty much however you want. That makes a huge
difference,
difference.
I imagine
And
it would.
I didn't even use any of mine here because we were doing kind of a purist run. So
Yeah.
not to mention the fact that you rank up your characters as you play them, so you get extra perks and bonuses based on that. So there's a ton of meta progression that like we had none of here.
I mean, I get it. I'm not salty about being dead. I'm just like,
We'll
just
get you
saying.
back. Just watch. I don't
Yeah,
even,
we totally got this.
Rupture.
I mean, now that first guy is dead, I do think our chances have improved.
Yeah, technically it's not. We were just talking all doom and gloom, but technically this fight isn't over yet. It
Yeah,
like
it's
it,
not over.
for a second there, it looked like we were absolutely
Yeah.
flat out going to get wiped, but now it's actually kind of turning around a little bit. Not completely. Could still die here, but
Of course.
not as bad.
I clearly need to invest in survivability somehow.
It's just your total number of hit points is so low.
And there's not much I
Comparatively.
can do about that. It's just that I have the lowest hit
Yeah.
points, just period.
Oh, Scott silenced again. That's exactly what
Yep.
we wanted.
That is a
That's
little
not
unfortunate.
good. Because almost everything I have in my deck is a spell.
That's one of those things where maybe like I should pick up a dispel sort of thing at some point for like when that happens.
I had an option to get a crazy self-dispel, but then I didn't take it.
But you
So
also,
let's see what we get. Holy schmuck.
Poisonous blood doesn't seem like it does much for you very often.
It really doesn't, because it's like it works well in conjunction with the card that doubles someone's poison,
Yes.
but it's like you can take the damage they're going to take at the start of their turn and turn it into damage at the end of their turn. That's just worse, right, guys? Like, bleed is
Yeah.
just better than poison.
I feel like that's a card you should probably purge.
All right, Scott, kill 2 of them.
All
right.
Oh,
Dispel
Dispel
is a
magic is
skill.
not magic. But I
Still.
can't get
But you
rid of
can't
the
get rid of
silence.
silence. Well,
That's kind of upsetting.
It's
I mean,
fine.
but it's the only thing I
That's
can
still
do
the
this
better
turn, so I'm
option, I
casting
think.
it somewhere.
yeah. I mean, you've got the vulnerability, which I
Yeah, the vulnerability I
worst
think is
base.
the yeah.
Yeah, so take it out.
And the shock isn't doing us any favors either.
That's true. So that's, as long as we can survive, of course. Dispel and heal, because of course.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
all that
dazed.
poison is gone.
God dang it.
Oh,
there's
that
that.
is
There's
is
that tough buff.
atrocious.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Stop it with all the things. Oh my god.
That's all they
Ugh.
do is things, as it turns out.
Yep. No, it's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, here we frickin' go, I think. Go
Yes.
away!
Just stop existing. I
Stop
can cast
existing.
spells, which is
Can you
great
kill that
because look
front
at all my
guy?
mana.
Yeah, it's true.
On the one
Well,
hand,
could you
I'm
dispel
really
my
great.
slow so I
like,
can
I'm-
not go.
I'm happy that we're.
Alternatively, I have all my damage spells, and
Yeah,
if I
that's
dispel this
true.
weak,
You do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
'Cause if you can kill him, then it doesn't matter that I'm going. And then what were you gonna say, Lee?
I'm conflicted because I'm happy that we're clawing this back, but at the same time, this run will go the distance, which is this is a very, very long recording. We're gonna have
Yeah.
plenty of material to use.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
just
that just means that we're ahead of the game.
I'm hoping that my hard drive won't suffer. Also,
probably,
James
oh,
is dead.
wow, that burst damage.
All right, so remember what I just said? Never mind. We're all gonna die.
No, you guys are fine.
Now they're both getting their turns.
It's okay, they just need to only hit him.
Ow!
Oh, that's just you.
Well, you got
This is
heals.
fine.
Now, I know that at least part of the problem on this one is that group dispel that they keep doing. So, like, Scott's regen is non-existent.
Yeah.
So that it once again splits his focus on healing.
Let's see. And they also keep taking off my fortification, which sucks.
Which
Yeah,
is
that is
rude.
awful.
Dispel,
Slowing.
it's the worst.
Then she's got buffer, but the back one doesn't. So that might be okay. Yeah, slow that back one down at least.
And then eliminate some of the buffer.
Yeah, you know what? Just they go for no reason, and then just take off another stack of the buffer.
Stop healing.
Two shield charges.
But you don't have mana, really.
Yeah, you got
I do
enough for-
21.
You can do the better shield charge, or you can barricade with the
Oh.
worst shield.
I think a barricade with the worst one, honestly. Because again, survivability.
Well, it took out all of the buffers, so if you could do stuff to her, she can take it now.
I got both of my dispels, but I don't actually need them.
Yep.
And that's all I can do.
Look how quickly the hit points went up when there was only 2 of you to heal.
Yep.
Take your odds to something, James.
Look, Joe, you and I can do a ton of damage, but we can't survive. That's the problem.
Yeah, I need to be able to survive somehow.
All right, Scott.
Or we need to do even more damage so that we can just kill things before they can kill us.
Can I smite her?
Yes.
I got a smite.
Oh my god. This fight has been so dumb.
Actually, I should have flashed it.
These last several fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
like
what
the
this is.
What's sad is we're both back to full.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
This is dumb.
That's not sad. That's wonderful.
It's like Death of a Thousand Cuts. We're back into underwhelming territory.
Can only really
Yeah, but
do
we're
one
winning.
thing.
It's underwhelming, but it's not catastrophic failure.
Exactly.
That's fair.
We can finish this off, and then we do it in round 10. Look at that. Just get it.
Victory, such as it is.
Fine.
Well, that certainly
Look
happened.
at all these unlocks.
Ooh, charge.
What did you say?
Ooh, that's innate.
Yeah, so that's always going to be in your opening hand.
But
Hi,
that's not
Shatter.
something I necessarily need.
No.
I think I might
You
just...
could.
I could just crystal it up.
Yeah. I mean, transfusion's also nice, just as a one-time get rid of your own bleed. Or
Yeah.
Sunder Armor to just be like, that guy is vulnerable forever.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really forever.
I'll just take the crystals.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Get them shards.
Well,
All right,
let's see if it was
let's
worth
do
it
that.
to see this dingle over here. The Hungry Dwarf. A large bear appears in front of you as you're going down the falls. Then the bear gets on 2 legs and you realize it is not a bear but a dwarf wearing a bear skin. He approaches you and says, "Hey, I'm Grumky. I came here seeking fame and glory, but I was wounded in combat and had to rest in this place. I've run out of food, and since then I eat what I fish in these waters, but it stinks and tastes horrible. I've got a stomachache and hunger for over a week. What I would give to eat something fresh that doesn't taste like swamp."
Okay.
Give him food or at least cure a stomachache.
53%. I should have
hidden
taken that
options.
flash heal. I would have
Yeah.
slightly higher success here.
All right.
It's fine.
Big
I got
money, no
this.
whammy.
Yes,
Hey!
it's a healing spell. You are welcome.
With a normal healing spell, you manage to cure his stomach pain. Grulki thanks you by giving you some gold and shards that he found in the area. We're so close to leveling.